Hi Pisces, will March be a big month for you with lots of changes? I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for March 2026. To get a more holistic view of this month for you, you may want to watch your sun, moon, rising sign, and cusp sign if you're born on the cusp. So, and happy birthday to the Pisces out there. I hope you have a very happy and blessed solar return. So all that being said, Pisces, now on to your psychic tarot reading for March 2026. And the first card you have in your reading is the Three of Rods. And the Three of Rods is a card that symbolizes success. This could be waiting patiently for success to come in. This could mean letting go of something so success can come to you. It could also indicate that you're at the beginning of a beginning phases of a successful business venture or endeavor. Some of you Pisces are going to capture a lot of people's attention in March with what you're saying and doing. It could be business you're creating or some projects you have going on out there. It could even be things you're putting out there on social media. Could be also if some of you change your appearance in any way. It's like you've got this idea, you've got this link, you've got this hook. That's what my guides are saying. So it's like you're tapping into something. You're tapping into something that is going to bring you success. So it could be some great idea or that you're going to do something with. Maybe you're going to write a book. Maybe you're going to start a video series or do a documentary or something else that you've got this great idea that my guides are calling like a hook, a link. And if you pursue it and you put it out there, it's going to do well. Maybe you're going to monetize it. But I do feel like there is an element of you having to get your ducks in a row and getting things in order and in alignment first. You know, I really feel like if you already had this idea a little while back, everything falls into place for you after February. So March is the month things are going to fall into place for you. And if you are a creative person, which many Pisces are, you're going to create something that's very unique, maybe like creative, unique, fanciful, interesting. And you're going to be drawing from a lot of knowledge and experience and inspiration from your past in this endeavor, but you could also be drawing from knowledge and inspiration through things you're seeing other people do that are maybe similar to what you want to do. I see a new doorway or a new avenue of progress opening up for Pisces. Pay attention to your dreams. I get you having enlightenment, like enlightening. It could be like if you meditate, you could get some interesting enlightening messages or visions through meditation. But for some of you, this could be through your dreams. So don't ignore your dreams. You may want to write them down or pay attention to them. And anything that you were like uncertain about before, or you got caught up in something that was confusing to you, you may like let that go now. So if it was a job or some kind of technology or something that you were like enmeshed in, it could be a club group or organization or something you were involved in, but it was complex or complicated or confusing to you in some way, I feel like you're going to let go of that now. So the next card in your reading, Pisces, is the Seven of Swords. And could indicate that somebody's lying to you, deceiving you, or stealing something from you, or something dishonest, not above board, could be going on in your own personal life or out in the world. You know, this could be a month where you may catch somebody red-handed in the act of doing something dishonest directly related to you. They could be stealing something from you. They could be going on your computer or your phone and trying to get information or, spy on you. This could also be, like, I keep seeing you catch somebody. Like, I see you got, like, what are you doing? Like somebody going in your desk, or somebody going in your briefcase, or somebody going in your pocketbook, or somebody, going in like some bank or little like stash box, bank, what's the word, safe. Like, I feel like you're going to catch somebody red-handed, maybe even going into your car. Also, if you work at a place that people could change data and information about you, or a schedule where they're like, I don't want to work that schedule, I'm changing it and I'm sliding this other person's name in it, because maybe you think the company's too big or busy and nobody's going to notice that they switched your name out and put themselves in, or vice versa. Maybe they were scheduled for something they didn't want to do and they switched their name out and put your name in. There's something that you're going to catch. I really feel many of you catch somebody red-handed in doing something that's sneaky or dishonest. They could be stealing something from you, yes, but they could be altering something that has your name involved in it. And I feel like you're going to be really thoroughly disgusted about this and at this person. I don't see you like blowing it off or taking it lightly, whatever this is. Like, you're totally disgusted by it. If, you work for any company where you could even have higher ups, bosses, managers, supervisors, CEOs, they could even be doing something sneaky in regard to you or your computer, your information, your schedule, your pay. Like, you got to be on high alert. There's somebody messing with you. But I do feel many of you are going to catch them. And I'm going to tell you, if it happens in the workplace, you're going to cause a ruckus about it. You're not just going to be like, whatever. No, you are going to, be making waves about it. You're going to want to talk to an owner, of higher ups, maybe if it's legal infringement in some way, you may want to talk to law enforcement, or, so whatever this is, especially if it happens in the workplace, you're going to flip out. I can tell you that. And you're going to start the ball rolling against whoever did this. The next card in your reading is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is a card that symbolizes receiving an inheritance. It could be money coming to you through family channels, like a gift of cash also. It could be you and your partner working together to build up financial stability and abundance for your family lineage. This could also indicate winning money, possibly. If you wanted to start any kind of sideline business or turn a hobby into a money-making venture, I feel like you're going to start to get money from it. So, pursue those sideline jobs and interests and hobbies, because there's increased interest for you. This could be a month where you get a raise, an inheritance, like I already said, because it does come up here. My guides are bringing it up. You could also start getting more money for any products or services that you, or anything you create, which I already mentioned that too, but it's coming up again. Like, maybe you made something or started a sideline business and it was like, okay, nothing was really jumping around about it. Well, like, you're like, okay, it's all right. But now maybe in March, there's going to be more intensity, more interest. That came up with the Three of Rods card too. You may also be looking at how things are structured and wanting to change the dynamics or the configuration or the structures of something that could have to do with investments, could be like IRAs, stocks, crypto, but or any other type of like pensions or any savings. You may be looking into it and looking at it and talking to, maybe you're smart with finances, you may be switching them yourself. But if you have a financial advisor, you may be talking to them about it, where you're like, look, I don't want to, I don't want all my money in this or that, or I want to shift things around, or things need to be more balanced. Or maybe you think more money needs to be in precious metals and not in stock. Or maybe you're like, you know what, I think land is the way to go. I'm going to invest in property. So I see you like focusing on restructuring and reorganizing anything connected to do with financial abundance that would be in anything that could generate money for you. That's already maybe invested. You could be starting new investments, but I feel like this feels to me like money's already in place. Maybe it's your bank accounts. Like, I don't want, like I want to change banks, or maybe you want to take money out of banks and put them in something else. I don't know, but I get you reorganizing, restructuring, and looking at your money and moving things around. And if you know about it yourself, you'll do it yourself. If you're not like really educated in that, you could be consulting a financial advisor to help you do so. So before I go on to cards number 4 and 5, I just want to let you know here, my full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo, March 3rd, 2026 effects, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings are available for each sign of the zodiac. These videos are available on my Vimeo on-demand videos, and they're also available on my Patreon shop. These links for these videos are down below in the description box, and eventually the links are also added to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. You might want to get your rising sign and your sun sign in these full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo videos. The eclipse effects start, a month or 6 weeks prior to the eclipse, and the effects last the strongest for the first 6 months. But sometimes certain eclipses, the effects can go out 6 months to even 9 months or a year. The other eclipse video series you might want to be interested in, if you haven't gotten it yet, is my eclipse effects from the new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius, February 17th, 2026. Psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. Again, the same goes with this eclipse. 1 month to 6 weeks prior to the eclipse, you were probably being affected by it. And for the first 3 to 6 months, you will be affected by that the strongest. But I heard an astrologer the other day say that particular eclipse in Aquarius can last up to 2 years of effects. So you might want to check these videos out. Again, you might want to get your rising sign and your sun sign in that series. If you just want to get one video, not get two, then go by what normally resonates with you on my YouTube and Rumble readings. Also, this is pretty big, and I keep forgetting to mention it because I recorded this video series back in like September of 2025. my Neptune in Aries psychic tarot and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. Neptune went into Aries in October of 2025 until March of 2025. Then it retrograded back into Pisces. But as of January 2026, Neptune is in Aries now solidly for 14 years until March of 2039. You may really want to see how this Neptune in Aries will be affecting you. That link is also down below in the description box and also eventually gets over on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. Also this month, if you want an expansion or a continuation of this psychic tarot reading that I'm doing right here, right now, you might want to get my psychic crystal readings for March 2026 for each sign of the zodiac. Again, that link is down, those links for March are down below in the description box, and eventually the links get posted to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. So now on to card number 4. You have 10 of Rods. This is a card that symbolizes moving on to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. These 10 rods of burden are actually helpful because they're knowledge and experience that you've gained that could be helpful as you move forward to new and better horizons. You could also, this card could indicate you feel overburdened in some way in March as you journey forward. If you have anything you want to sell or publicize, you are going to be thinking a lot about promotions and how to get your stuff out there to the world. And you may be creating a lot of things or a lot of different things, and you may be thinking about, where do I put it? Or how do I group it together? Do I put it on a website? Do I put it on multiple platforms? Which platforms do I advertise or do I utilize? Some of you could be getting ready to travel. Whether it's for pleasure or work, you may be getting ready to do that. If you don't travel in March, you could be getting the trip and all your, itinerary together for the trip, which could maybe for some of you happen at the end of the month or in April. You may also feel a little stuck or be ruminating and going around in your mind on how you build something. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to build a business, or how to build a website, or how to build a house, a shed, a garage, build something. Maybe you want to build furniture or computers and putting components together. If there's any business you want to start or anything you want to sell or put out there in the world, this could be a month where you're really trying to put all the pieces together and tie up all the loose ends. And you could have a long list of things you have to do. So having a to-do list is going to be very helpful and important. You may be like, well, I got to do this, then I got to do that, then I got to take care of this, then I got to take care of that. But I do feel anything that you do in this regard, it's worth it. Even if it feels like a lot of work, or there's a lot of components and there's a lot of pieces you got to get together, and you got to tie up the loose ends, and you got to figure out where you're going to promote it or put it out there, what audience you want to target, if you have to build a website and all that could feel like overburdening to you. In the long run, it will be worth it. So, take your time, put forward a lot of focus and effort and energy, and it's going to pay off for you. This could be a month where you clear your plate of a lot of unimportant or incidental things you don't really need to do. So you could have bigger fish to fry, no pun intended, Pisces. You could feel like, I have so many important things to do and take care of, and what my project is I'm working on. You might want to take a leave of absence from work, or take time off, or take vacation time, because something you're doing is going to be really beneficial to you. So you need to think about that. And look, here you are, probably, Pisces. You have the last card in your reading is the Page of Cups. And this is a water sign person: Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Pages can be children, but they can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. It's like you need to gather your forces. You need to gather your strength. You need to build up and fortify your energy. You may really want to think about like a clean diet, eliminating things that have toxins, chemicals, processed foods. You may be also thinking of like certain minerals or supplements of other kinds, or herbs or tinctures or anything that you could take, that, especially if you do your research on it and you find out what would really build up your immune system, strengthen your bones, strengthen your body, clear your mind. That's one of the things that like all signs should really be thinking about now. But it's coming up here in your reading to me, is like you want a clear head. Like being foggy with too much drugs, alcohol, or even prescription drugs, or, you know, things that are in food and things like that, that are clouding your mind, affecting your brain function, even if you think it isn't. Like, definitely avoid fluoride toothpaste, aluminum in deodorants, and other things. Like, you really got to, you know, paraben-free and sulfate-free lotions and creams and body washes and soaps. You got to be really conscious of all that stuff, because that, even things that you're not thinking are clouding your mind, are. And could be clouding your aura and your chakras as well. You may feel like you want to be at peak performance for something. So you may want to take a class. Maybe it's going to be a webinar, something online, or a class that would give you strength training. Or so it could be at a gym. It could be yoga. It could be some kind of martial arts training or ballet. I don't know, but something that you could take that would like build up your strength. So focusing on strengthening your body and your mind is going to be very important for Pisces in the month of March, because you got a lot of things going on here. You got projects or things that you're going to be doing, and you need stamina. You need physical strength. You need a clear mind. So be very mindful of all these things that I'm talking about. And you may want to start to take some kind of classes. If it's not classes on like strength training or, you know, building up your physical stamina, it could be about like becoming a vegan, or classes or something about anything to do with like clean eating. Or, sorry, it's going to snow here. And whenever it's going to snow, my sinuses start doing wonky things. So I apologize for my weird things going on right now, but I woke up like that, and I think it's going to snow. Whenever it snows, I get weird sinusy things that go on. But I feel like it's going to be very important for Pisces to be very like strong, mentally, physically. Your aura, your chakras, things need to be cleansed, and you need to build up your immune system and strengthen your body. Also with anything you can do that would actually help you build muscle or get strengthened. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Pisces to work with, use, and wear in the month of March 2026, you got Lapis, which encourages self-awareness. It also encourages you to speak your truth. Lapis reveals inner truth. It also stimulates objectivity and clarity and encourages creativity. It inspires confidence and provides qualities of honesty, compassion, and morality. It's going to help elevate your mood. If you carry or wear Lapis, you're going to feel like more positive about things. It's also going to help you cut through BS and see facts, or like anything that's too much extraneous noise and distractions. It's going to help you cut through all that. It's going to help build something in you that's going to make you feel more solid, like you have a more solid, stable foundation. If you have to take any kind of classes, training, or learning anything, if you have Lapis on you during this time period of whether it's a webinar or you go to a class, you might want to get like a beaded bracelet of Lapis. Just a thought, because I feel like that's really going to help you a lot with all the things that came up in your reading in the month of March. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And thank you for your likes and sharing and subscribing to my channel. It does help me a lot, and it does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much for that. And if you're interested in any of the special videos I record on very specific topics, bringing you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, you can get them on my Vimeo on-demand videos and also on my Patreon shop. I've created a list you can read here on this slide. They are also linked below this video in the description box and on my website, theluckymermaid.com, on the videos page. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing month of March, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.